New this morning, an incident that some Democrats say is making their heads explode. Lawmakers say the U.S. military used an anti-drone laser system to shoot down a drone in Texas that actually belonged to the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agency.
Wolf, I just got a rare joint statement from the agencies involved here, and it signals that the Trump administration's really playing cleanup now. It sounds a lot like the El Paso incident of 2 weeks ago, when sources tell me an anti-drone laser was used without concern for commercial flights, and that incident led the FAA to trigger an emergency airspace shutdown, very chaotic, and highlighted a lack of communication between the government agencies. This new case is described by 3 Democrats in Congress as essentially a friendly fire incident involving a government drone. In a statement, they say the military shot down a Customs and Border Protection drone using what House Democrats call a high-risk counter-unmanned aircraft system. What's interesting is that the FAA has now shut down the airspace over the border town of Fort Hancock, Texas. Unlike the El Paso restriction, this prohibits all aircraft, which is quite unusual, but this is much smaller than the El Paso restriction that was a 20-mile ring in diameter. This one only about 9 miles wide. Right now, still not clear when the incident occurred that these congressmen described. But here is the new statement from Customs and Border Protection, the Department of Defense, and the Federal Aviation Administration, in which they all together say this shoot down did not happen near people, did not happen near planes. The agencies say, quote, this reported engagement occurred when the Pentagon employed counter-unmanned aircraft system authorities to mitigate a seemingly threatening unmanned aerial system operating with the military airspace. By the way, key members of Congress have still not been briefed on that El Paso incident, although they've been demanding that that happens. Now a congressional aide tells me they'll have to brief them on this incident in addition to that previous incident.